I'm obsessed with finding myself now and not having to prove anything to anybody other than myself and my family, really myself, and realizing that that is enough. Giving your best is enough, and sometimes we lose track of that. So for anybody out there, you know, you're enough.
Happy Halloween. The way forward is open. You've opened up a pathway to joy within yourself. In order to do this, though, you had to release control, surrender to the journey.
She's made of flame and ice, she's reckless and wild. He's made of ice and stone, he's a winter's night. They're like the sun and moon, they're black and white, but it's magnetic and they can't stand it. She's like the
Here's the thing, you don't want to, though. You didn't want to. This is teaching you patience for enlightenment and being able to find the positive charge, Christ consciousness within your negative situations, within your emotions. You're going to move the energy through your body, and you're moving it through your spine. That's where you're going. That's how you're getting here. That's how you're getting to joy. You're getting to joy because you did all the work to open up the possibilities within yourself. Congratulations, good work, good job. So you may have very well be doing Joe Dispenza's course and learning how to open up possibilities. You may be learning how to meditate for the first time. Studying. You're studying your purpose right now. You're studying your quest. We got this activation last time we met up because we were talking about how you're literally between worlds right now, journeying. And you are between worlds right now. You've been planted. And you will blossom, you will bloom. This blossoming is happening during the winter months, though. That's a key piece of information. This goes back to the message that we received when we got this activation. A karmic relationship is best navigated carefully as there is a soul connection that will last throughout eternity. The relationship may well be wonderful and fulfilling, but if it's destructive or coercive, the choice must be taken to end the karmic cycle in a pleasant, matter-of-fact way. And discussed how to avoid negative karma by facing the good in both yourself and those you interact with. This is literally seeing the positive. This is the enlightenment. This is the positive in the separation that's going on, that you're experiencing right now. And the fact that divine feminine and masculine are facing separation in order to come back together. And in receiving this message, we discussed that the separation is you're separating and you're coming back together with a new person or the person that you went into separation with, but the relationship evolves. The whole purpose of this, though, as remember, you're getting a promotion within the element of air, is that you're not focusing on who your person is without. You are focusing on expanding with yourself within, because your person is you. And we are in the season of authenticity. Authenticity has been activated triple time right now. It's in order for you to see yourself. And This says much. This says much about the element of air. Invisibility. And our last message. Something unseen is being seen, connected to the great symphony of life, and that this separation is part of your authenticity. And so that the devil cannot come all up in here and take the love between divine feminine and masculine and use it against them and against the world to destroy. This separation is seeing that the love of divine feminine and masculine is beyond time. It's eternal. And time to get excited about your mission. Time to get excited about the unknown. This is where you can see the difference in just literally where you're at. And it's not like you meet these people within the spiritual communities and they're so sure of who their person is and what everything is. When you truly get to that deep connection of honoring God and what you are and the mission, it's being in the unknown. God is the unknown. That's how all the possibilities within this map got opened up to begin with. Is letting God back into your life. Letting the magic back into your life. Letting the mystical back into your life. The mysteries of life. You don't have it all figured out, right? Remember, you've been programmed. You've been programmed and you're releasing all those programs and you are stepping into your authenticity at a whole new level and what this mission means. And it's beyond time. It is beyond time because that's part of the mission. Part of the mission is going beyond time in order to collapse time and raise the vibration of this planet so the fourth density things can't come. They're not coming. But in order to do that, we're going beyond time as a collective and understanding yourself and the mission. Which is getting here. Now remember, you are here and you are journeying. And you are journeying to this joy within yourself, within you. And we really got deep into this last time we met up, of what you are cleansing within your electromagnetic energy field right now to be in the right frequency for what you're co-creating and your manifestations. The manifestations connected to the scribe message within this book that we've been sharing. There is a winter solstice manifestation on the wheel connected to the bridge. Collapsing time. Something is happening here with time in order to transform on this bridge. This manifestation is connected to the turning of the wheel. And that is connected to this map. You're learning to release control in order to get here within yourself. And as within, so without. As the wheel turns, you're understanding your mission more. That's what all this whole entire experience is about. Drinking from the cup of lust to expand your consciousness with the Ace of Cups. Love. Now, When I first had my experience with astral travel, I literally met one of these lizard people. Now, before my awakening, I did not believe in any of this. I didn't even believe in God. During my awakening process, people spoke about these lizard people, and I thought they were fucking crazy. I was like, okay. But here in the midst of having Dark Night of the Soul, I astral traveled for 3 nights. And I literally went from the upper world, and I could feel how within the upper world, everything was very airy. It was very airy. It was very dreamy. It wasn't dense at all. There, when you looked around, like there wasn't anything really materialized. It was like colorful, creative space. And I started like going to go down from each level. I literally went through a chute of some kind, like a slide of some kind. And then I would go down another level from literally from heaven, from the upper world. And I traveled into the middle world. Now, when I was in the middle world studying the tarot and studying formulas, I could see formulas in glass beakers. And there was like a purple liquid in them. And there was all these equations written beside them on a chalkboard. And like, I could literally almost rate this out. Like I was trying to, when I woke up, rate this all out after astral traveling, because it was such an experience. And I realized then it was time to travel into the lower world. Afraid to go within the lower world. These dreams were scary. You know, I could see where lust and what evil had been created. The night we were traveling into the lower world, I was extremely afraid to go. That we were journeying into hell, and my brother showed up. And that was when I knew. I knew that no matter what, love wins. Love wins. God's there. And instantaneously, all my fears were gone. And I was so happy that I was going there with my brother and I didn't have to go alone. And when I was there, in the lowest level that I went to, it was like a cityscape, like where we are here in Middle Earth, a city. And I met one of these lizard people, and he was wearing a trench coat and jeans, and I'll never forget it because I wasn't afraid of him. Like, I wasn't afraid of him, but he was stealing my sexual energy. I could feel him stealing it. I could feel the connection that he had to my to lust, and he was literally siphoning it into him. There was no fear of him. And I woke up, and I haven't astral traveled since. And going deep down the rabbit hole into understanding Loosh, what people call Loosh, and what is powering this artificial matrix that's been created here. And going beyond the artificial matrix, not allowing your sexual energy to be stolen. To use your sexual energy within you in order to expand. And that's what divine feminine and masculine are finding out right now within themselves as they've gone into this separation. And understanding the mission, understanding themselves, understanding what created this world and why we're here, what this mission is. And taking back your energy through yourself here within your lower world and going beyond survival, going beyond lust, going beyond this 3D world to expand with God and yourself and the forces of creation to bring this love that is beyond time, it's eternal, to bring it back here through your electromagnetic energy fields for this mission, for the collective, for this union, for what it's doing. And honoring that. That's what you're seeing here. That's what you're seeing here within. You're seeing, as you have this enlightenment, that something is literally being burnt away within you. Connection to working with the Father, to working with fire, to working with action in order to have this enlightenment. These are being burned by the fires of the Father in order to transform you, in order to understand yourself, in order to understand this world, in order to understand the power of the flame. And it activates this. It activates this. This is not activated, but it activates this. Understanding that, changing your perception and accepting this, some sort of surrender here, it puts this back into alignment. But remember, it's putting this back into alignment through the cup. The connection that you have to God, to spirit, to expanding your soul with spirit. And this full moon in Taurus, you see something here. What is unseen is seen, and the feminine, the matter, expands it with the masculine, the energy. And look, all three worlds are one here. The lower, middle, and upper. The lower, middle, and upper world are one here. Through your authenticity of all of it, dark and light, your whole, something is activated, is manifested, is materialized. You had to make space for it here. That's what Jupiter does though. Jupiter allows you to make a heart-centered space in order to manifest. But you had to see a truth within yourself. You had to gain clarity by drinking the cup of lust and expanding it with the Ace of Cups. And like we discussed within the book here, something is manifested because through the Father, through this burning away, Phoenix rising from the ashes energy of the past through the present moment in order to laser focus on the present moment and collapse time and get happy within the unknown. No, you don't know everything. You're not supposed to know everything. That's part of the healing. That's part of the excitement. That's part of the mission. Going beyond the 4D. Now this guy, look at what he's done because he understands the Father. He understands force, but he understands through a negative experience. He got burned. And he got burned more than one time. In order to reflect within, and this is a winter manifestation. I need some witch's wisdom right now. I love this tarot. My brother got this for me, and it is truly magical. This channel, it has been created with him. This we wouldn't be here without him. He made this all happen. Many came together in order for us to be here. And it's been a blessing. And a miracle to make it here. As Around here, there's a lot of fires. There's a lot of fires. So, doing a lot of work to understand. So, blessing to be here. Thank you. And a true miracle. Thank you. I just want to make something in a cauldron right now. I'm ready to pull out a cauldron and get something cooking. Whoa, that literally shot. Wowee. Wowee. Okay, right here. Let's get it together. We're doing this lifestyle, yeah. The dogs are not here too bad. Okay. Oh my. The craftsman of fire, you're creating your luck with the Father right now. And the Ace of Water, which is the Ace of Cups, because this is all happening through the cup. Your connection to God, your connection to expanding your soul with spirit. And then it's materialized here. Something is materialized through the earth for all this work that you're doing, but you've come together with other people in the collective in order to manifest this. Something comes in here. Look, he looks spooked though. Look at how spooked he looks. He looks spooked. Like, holy shit. I just saw a ghost, literally. Well, you're just working away. You're just working away with a Father to create your luck. Okay? And something is activated here. Like, this frog turns into a prince. Shit is literally being cleansed from your life right now. Shit is literally being cleansed from your life. Stuff that's made you sick. You're not gonna be sick anymore. You're not gonna be sick anymore. Which is clearing up your heartache. It's a transformational time for divine feminine and masculine to clear up their heartache and multiply your manifestations through the earth, because you've untwisted what how you're manifesting. You've untwisted it within you. You found the power of your authenticity, which is allowing you to literally multiply matter. You amping up the power of you. You had to clear this out. You had to clear this out. This had to be cleared out to create your own luck. And you're materialized as you materialize this through the earth. God came all up in here and just cleansed all your shit literally right out of you, and you learning how to use it as fuel to get to where you're going. This is that scarab beetle spirit. With the priestess, something that's hidden is coming to light through a death and rebirth situation, transformation, phoenix rising from the ashes energy, and the witch of fire is here. That goes back to this egg of strength. The egg of strength, where there's this, you're freeing yourself from this egg. Remember, it's your destiny. So you're cracking out of this egg. You can't speak. You can't say what you need to say. You can't speak. It's part of the transformation. But this snake appears and it's actually your friend. You heal with the dark here. You heal with the dark side of life in order to become more humble, to become more authentic, to become more yourself, to become more illuminated, to understand the power of the Father, to understand the power of creation, to understand the power of authenticity, to understand the power of how to manifest. Like, you need to understand how to manifest here. And in order to understand how to manifest, you need to be whole, and you need to have a piece of yourself from the underworld, from the lower world. From drinking from the cup of lust and expanding with the Ace of Cups in order to understand yourself, in order to understand your authenticity. And this snake is actually your friend. It's part of your authenticity and how you're moving this energy up your spine. This goes back to the staff of Hermes, the caduceus. And you're literally, you're having a third eye activation where you house God within you, because you're understanding your sexual energy. You're going from creating from patterns of lust with patterns of love, with patterns that are whole,